Welcome to Crypto for the Rest of Us. 6 days a week I do a tip, tool, or coin analysis. And then later in the day I usually do a specific episode for Hedera and ICP. But I had a comment with someone because I made a comment in a video about debanking myself in Ethereum. And someone said, hey, can you talk a little more about the debanking? Well, I'm going to do this on a whiteboard and I'm going to show you two things. I did a whole video about why I think banks are dying and the dollar's dead. I have another channel called Hack Your Finances where I help people get out of debt and grow their wealth through holding assets as opposed to dollars. Assets like crypto. So that video, I will link to it when it's up. It goes into more detail, but it's not as detailed as what you, a crypto viewer, would need because you understand this way better than most. You're already sold on crypto. You just want to understand the whole debanking process. First, let me show you what's actually happening right now, which you may or may not know, you may have seen, but let's put the pieces together. Mastercard, Visa, and of course Apple. Well, Mastercard and Visa. So when you're going out there in this cashless society, you're either using a debit card from your bank, which is taking it right out, or you're using, say, a Mastercard or Visa card, credit card. Well, Mastercard and Visa also have debit cards. So at the moment, Mastercard, Visa, Apple, they're realizing that what I believe, banks are dying. Your traditional bank of here, hold some dollars for me, and then give it out for loans and whatnot, and pay me some terrible interest rate that doesn't even keep up with inflation. Plus, I got to pay taxes on it. So here, cause me pain, devalue my dollar. Thanks a lot. Banks are great. No, they're not. Banks stink. Traditional banks, they're going to change. They have to, or they're going to die. Mastercard said, I see the writing on the wall, so they cut a deal with Metamask. Visa cut a deal with Coinbase. And Apple's working with Circle. I believe this is to spend USDC. Now, I currently use and have used the Coinbase. It's a debit card. I'm sorry, the Visa debit card. And what it does, really simple. You just tell it, hey, when I go out, and I use the example in the other ones when I just go out to Home Depot and I want to buy some mulch, I want to spend $50. But I want to hold dollars because I know over time dollars go down in value because of inflation and taxes. I know that assets go up in value. I want to hold assets. So I have assets. Now they could be in a Coinbase wallet, self-custody. It could be on the exchange. To use the Visa, I believe it has to be on the exchange. So you have to have some assets on the exchange. You can tell them, hey, when I buy something, sell some of my Ethereum. When I buy something, sell some of my Matic. Or I may hold USDT or USDC. And you can tell it, when I go to the store and I'm at Home Depot, I want you to sell a little bit of this, turn it into dollars, hand Home Depot the dollars. That's what I think is so fascinating. I call it the dollar hot potato. So I'm at Home Depot, right, and I use my card, my Coinbase, let's just say my Coinbase Visa card, and it sells a little bit of my Ethereum. Maybe the gas prices are way too high on that. Let's just say I have some USDT, or maybe it is something like Matic or Chainlink or something. Okay, and I want it to, and I say, okay, sell my Chainlink. So I'm at Home Depot, and I put it down, and the minute I put it down, it charges me that $50. So it instantly turns it into, let me do it like this. At the point of sale, I should say, at the point of sale, it turns this asset into $50, and then it gives it to Home Depot. It gives them the $50. Guess what? A bank is not involved. My money was in my wallet, okay, or on an exchange, and it was in an asset link because over time, I believe my assets are going up in value, so I want to keep my assets as long as possible. So I sell just enough to have $50. They quick give me $50, and I quick hand it off to Home Depot. I don't want dollars. I call it the dollar hot potato. I got it. I don't want it. I hand it to them. Get out of here. Dollars are worthless. They're going down in value constantly. Inflation, taxes, I don't want it. And then it goes to Home Depot and they get their $50. It happens at the point of sale. I don't have any dollars. Mastercard's doing it. They're accepted everywhere. Visa's doing it. They're accepted everywhere. And people are paying with their Apple phones, and they're going to be doing it as well. Now, take it a step further. Well, I'm working for someone or myself or whatever, and I'm making USD. I'm making dollars in the United States. I'm making dollars. Okay. So my payroll's in dollars. I used to send my payroll to a bank, and they held dollars in the bank. And then maybe if I wanted to, I could send some to Fidelity and buy some stocks, or send some, put some in my Metamask wallet and buy some crypto, or do something else. But I got dollars. Okay. I don't want dollars anymore. Guess what? Coinbase, and I'm sure other places, will take your payroll check. You can immediately have it go to USDC. No dollars. And then you take your Visa debit card, and then you go buy your coffee and you spend it. You spend your USDT, or you move it into other assets. Guess what? From the moment you get your money to the moment you spend your money, you no longer have dollars. They're gone the moment you got it. Hot potato dollars, they're gone. Instantly turn them into assets because over time assets go up in value. Dollars don't. So this is the debanking step one. Okay, now this is the part you're going to understand better than most because you may have already done this or you're familiar with this, and this is the whole DeFi landscape, right? So what have I done? I went to Aave. I put some Ethereum up as collateral. So let's say I put Ethereum's around $2,500. Let's say I just put 10 in. This isn't exactly what I put in, but I did do this. I'm doing it right now. Put in 10 Ethereum. So their worth at the moment, the dollar value is $25,000. Okay, now I can take a loan out. I can take out, let's say I think I take out USDC. I took out USDT once, and I'm taking out USDC. So I took out a stable coin. I think I did a video on this already. I'll have to see if I put where I put it. And I took a loan out. And of course, they give you a loan to value, I think, with it when you put Ethereum as your collateral. I think it's about 80%. So let's just say 80% of that is, I don't know, let's just say it's $18,000. So I can take out up to 18. Now, I think liquidation is around 83%. So if you're familiar with taking out a loan through your broker like Fidelity, right, you put up essentially your stock is the asset, just like the asset here is Ethereum. Stock's the asset. You take out a loan, and if the asset goes down in value, they're worried you may not pay the loan back, so they sell some of your asset. Same thing with this. This is nothing new. This is being done all the time. It has been done forever with stocks. But there is one difference I'm going to tell you about the payments. The Ethereum is your asset. If it goes down in value, then they might liquidate you. So even though 80% is 18,000, you may not want to take that much just to play it safe. You might say, well, I'm only going to take out 15,000, whatever it is. So what's interesting about this, and I'll skip a lot of the stuff I put, you can see in the other video, but when you take out a loan from a bank, and of course, what's your income and what's your credit score, and maybe we want to do this, maybe we don't, maybe we feel like it, maybe we don't, we're not going to give it to you, that's a week later, and you want to go out and buy a car. Well, you put up your Ethereum, you're putting up 25, you're taking out 15, that's called over-collateralized. You've got more in the bank. Now, why would you do this? If you have 25,000 worth of an asset, just sell the asset and go buy the $15,000 car. Well, because I want to keep the asset. Because I think this asset's going to keep going up in value. So I'm going to borrow against it. Give me dollars. I'll pay the dollars back. Will I? Hold on. I'll pay the dollars back. I'd rather have that. I'd rather keep my assets and get the dollars. That's why people like Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and every other company owner that has stock that they believe is going to go up never sells their stock to buy stuff. They take loans against it. You have to pay taxes on the stock gains. You don't pay taxes on a loan, things like that. And they want to keep their assets. That's the key, keeping their assets. Not only are they not taxed on it, they want to keep their assets. Here's the thing. When you get a traditional car loan from a bank, you pay a payment every month of principal and interest. Let's say it's a $550 payment, and you're paying, let's say it's a $600 payment. Let's just say $400 is going to principal and $200 is going to interest. I'm just making it up. Okay, and you're paying your $600 every month, and if you don't, it's going to hurt your credit score. Okay, maybe you take some money out from your broker at your security firm. Let's say it's Fidelity. That's usually an interest-only loan. So you're only making that interest payment every month. Now you still have to pay the principal back, but you only have to make the $200, but you have to make it. Crypto. You're paying principal, interest. Okay, every month you must make, nothing. You think I'm lying. I'm not. I'm doing it right now. I'm making no payments. As long as I'm not liquidated, my balance of, let's say, $15,000, if interest is $20 this month, then I owe $15,020. My balance goes up. Did I make a payment that month? No. And then my balance, and then maybe the interest is 21 and I owe $15,041 now. Did I make a payment? No. No principal, no interest. As long as it doesn't go down. If it goes down, I'll be liquidated. They're not worried. Why are they not worried? Because I've over-collateralized. If I want to make a payment, I can make a payment. What's my payment amount? Whatever I want. I'll make $700 this month. Next month I had tires. I don't want to make a payment. But the next month, I can. Actually, I'll make $1,000. Ooh, kids' tuition's due. I don't want to make a payment. I don't want to make another payment. I don't want to make another payment. Tuition's expensive. And I'm like, I'll make $500. See how this works? Because you're over-collateralized, because you have the control, that's what crypto is doing for you. Who's holding the dollars in the bank? The bank is. Who's holding the crypto? You are, in your wallet. Until you put it on an exchange or you put it on a DeFi system such that it's used as collateral, your assets are your assets. The banks aren't holding your assets, right? You have the control over your assets. You've over-collateralized. You don't have to worry about being approved for a loan. You can take the loan whenever you want. You've moved your payroll right into the assets and then exchanged it for cash when you need it. You no longer need a bank. Ever again. You no longer need a dollar system, the US dollars. They're transactional only. Keep the assets as long as you can, grab dollars when you need them to do something. Otherwise, keep assets because they go up in value. The rich have assets, homes, stocks, commodities, you name it, but typically not holding dollars. Maybe dollar equivalents, maybe some treasury bonds for security, maybe some CDs. Those are cash equivalents. They're not holding dollars. So you want to debank yourself? Step one, you can put the money right into your wallets, right into crypto, bypass the banking system. You can then hold assets for as long as possible if you believe they're going up. You can move into stable coins if you think the crypto is going to go down in value. You think it's going to be in bear territory for a while. Move things to stable coins. Ondo coins. It's like buying treasury bills, right? They tokenize treasuries. There are things you can do in bear markets. And then you can ride assets in bull markets. But you're acting as your own bank now. So to me, this is the future, and this is incredibly powerful. I'm not only in crypto because I believe I can make money in crypto. I believe that blockchain is going to be used behind the scenes for every company and system out there, whether it's healthcare, whether it's finance, whether it's buying and selling cars and real estate, whether or not you're actually dabbling in it, it's going to be happening in the background. I think there's a lot of money to be made there. I also think I can get off the US dollar because inflation is through the roof. Taxes, I don't like them. They decrease the value of the dollar. I don't want dollars. I'm getting out. I'm saying no more to the system, and crypto is allowing me to do it. As always, this is informational purposes only, because as you can see, I'm a big dumb animal. Don't do what I do. But there you go, the 10,000-foot view. I didn't go into a lot of the details, because if you're a crypto watcher, you already know the majority of it. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you if you give me likes, if you found value to this, and I do appreciate it if you subscribe. Have a great day, and I hope you can make generational wealth with crypto.